Hi guys, Artiar here. So for this video here, we'll be taking a look at today will be Victor at low reso performance. It's actually very good combined with some of the other old Esper that is no longer in the meta. They actually make the stuff a lot more doable, alright? Like if R0 D1 Victor actually doing damage and also winning the team that is actually with T-Rail, for example, not R6 T-Rail, but also like high level Sig, high reso Sig, and also decent amount of T-Rail reso. Victor R0 already actually able to show his value. Imagine if you have higher reso from your Meta Oli or Victor, but for today's video, we'll be taking a look at is from R0 Victor and also R1 Meta Oli, which is not even the core reso yet, and Lu Shang, Yujing, and Abigail. Imagine Abigail card is actually being used in the current meta. I'll go through one by one why they're actually being used, and also showcase the video later on. But before that, special thanks to Nico. He actually shared me the showcase and actually make the team work, because it's actually very hard to make a Victor work, but he managed to figure out the team and he actually shared me the team comp as well. Alright, so first of all, if you haven't know about what Victor does, just go check out my other Victor video. But this video here will mainly focus on the team comp idea. So Victor actually needs to rotate between death order to life order to death order, and the requirement is all about revive, all about damaging, and also absorb the damage, which is healing yourself. And you reach 100% HP and you keep changing form, keep taking bonus turn, and you keep doing damage, which means you need to rotate within your revive and also buff. So one of the main unit obviously is going to be Meta Oli, but Meta Oli here this time in this video showcase I'm going to show later is not even R2. R2 here gives a lot of benefit because of the additional turn, but even without this reso, just an R1 Meta Oli works perfectly well with your team, because you would make the enemy team takes more damage and your team here takes more damage, which will able to trigger the revive a lot more easier and rotate the team. Okay, then your Meta Oli probably want to get a little bit of Divinate to actually get a shield to make Oli tankier. But then the other three unit is actually Lu Shang. So one of the thing about Lu Shang, because Lu Shang can provide accentuated buff, which makes your Victor able to increase the attack and damage output a lot more faster. More attack means more AoE damage from Victor, and also more attack means Victor able to absorb more damage as well, because Victor will give himself a lot attack damage multiplier, right? Like 100% from the death order, 100% from the life order, and then with Lu Shang here further increase the damage output and the attack stats of Victor will even do more damage. We all know how Lu Shang will actually buff your fighter Esper to do that many damage, right? So now Lu Shang is in the team, and if you have Lu Shang at R6, well, you don't need it, but if you have Lu Shang at R6, it will also benefit to the team. Like the R6 usually is very useless like before Victor actually appear, but Lu Shang R6 here will also benefit, is because if Lu Shang actually dies, alright, but usually it won't, but if Lu Shang actually dies, all your ally here get an additional bonus turn, which makes your other Esper actually rotate faster, especially for Victor as well. Then when you have Lu Shang, we're gonna need Yujing here to actually apply the accentuated buff a lot more faster. It basically double up the speed of accentuated buff, makes your Victor do a lot more damage and a lot more damage boost faster. And also Warm Welcome here will provide revive as well, which is why Yujing here plays in a very important role for Victor. And then the S3 here also gives you an additional bonus turn, which makes your Victor gets a lot more turn a lot more often, because every time Victor takes a turn, if he's in death order, he can just keep spamming the S3, do massive AoE damage. So the additional bonus turn here helps, the immunity here helps, the accentuated buff speed up is also good, the Warm Welcome revive here is also very good. Okay, then the other thing is Abigail. So why Abigail currently is so good to combine with Victor is about Abigail provides you revive, okay, provides you AP push, which basically push your Victor to 100% AP, provides you revive, and then gives you attack up and crit damage up. So usually Victor in death order, he only gives himself defense up, shield, and absorb. But if you don't really have a lot of damage, your absorb basically is useless, because you need to do damage to absorb HP. So Abigail instantly revive Victor, will instantly give everyone attack up and crit damage up, including Victor. So Victor is able to stack absorb with attack up and crit damage up together, makes Victor able to absorb the HP a lot more faster. And once his HP reach 100%, he will transform from Life Order to Death Order. So Victor here, the passive, right? If his Life Order reach until 100%, then he'll do AoE damage and then goes into Death Order with an additional turn. And then when you go into Life Order, he himself will only give him the defensive buff. And then now Abigail provides attack up and crit damage up buff, makes him able to combine with the absorb and do more damage and also absorb more HP, makes him able to rotate within Death Order and Life Order a lot more faster. And because Abigail here, if you have Abigail Rezo, which you don't really need it, but if you have Abigail Rezo, it's also very helpful as well, because R2 here gives you reset the cooldown for Inferno Esper. And the Inferno Esper in the team here is going to be Yujing, so Yujing can actually rotate the S3 a lot more faster, give more accentuated buff and stack, and also the additional bonus turn to Victor as well. R4 here doesn't help, but it does help a little bit with the heals for herself. And then the S3 here reset all the cooldown. It doesn't matter for Abigail, for Victor, but I would say the R2 here helps the most for the revive team. Then the other one is the Yujing, right? The Yujing Rezo here, the R2 here is nothing because Victor doesn't need the cooldown reset. R4 here, it doesn't matter as well. R6 here is what you need for the Victor team to instantly apply the warm welcome. Alright, so now we really go through the Esper, how they actually fit into their role, and now let's take a look at the showcase. Alright, so this is the first showcase we're gonna take a look. So Nikoni here, this is the team he's using, which is Victor, Abigail, Lu Xiang, and then Metal Ollie and Yujing. And while enemy here, they have all the core you need. Level 70 Tyrael, level 70 Iki, level 70 Jiang Jiuli, but keep note this Tyrael here is not an R6 Tyrael, so it's still doable, right? And then we can take a look here how it actually goes. While you can see here, his level 70 is only Victor, right? Because the main DPS, you want a level 70 to actually does a lot of damage. So let me play through the showcase first, and then I'll go through one by one. Alright, so they'll start the battle, instantly give bonus turn for Victor, doing massive damage. AoE again. Alright, even the jump here is fine, because you can revive, because that's not an R2 Jiang Jiuli. Another S3 AoE, and just eat left Iki. Very fast, right? All thanks to Lu Xiang, accentuated buff, and Yujing instantly stacking up the accentuated buff. Okay, so let me go through one by one what happens just now. So at the start of combat, Yujing takes the turn first and instantly casts the S3 to do damage a little bit and give immunity. And because the S3 here gives you the bonus turn for Victor, so Victor here instantly cuts in everyone and do damage. And because you before you do damage, you're gonna trigger the attribute up, which is the accentuated buff double stack from Lu Xiang to actually buff up Victor first. So Victor does AoE damage, and you can see the AoE damage here is 276k. It's pretty good for AoE damage, and this AoE damage here already one-shotted Iki and go into invincibility state. And then now Abigail instantly gonna push Victor, let Victor take another turn, and this time you're gonna get another attribute up because of Lu Xiang. So you have like 3 stack or 4 stack now, like 2 stack from 1 stack from Yujing, right, and then 1 stack from his turn just now, and additional stack from Abigail just now. So we have 3 stack of accentuated buff with attack up, crit damage up, instantly do another AoE damage, and this time doing 334k. Instantly proc Jiang Jiuli's Demon Mode and the other Esper just died. So this itself is already a very cool combination to make Victor do a lot of damage. And then now they're just gonna like Jiang Jiuli jump, trigger the Meta Ollie, revive all this thing to make them maintain on the battlefield. And then another S3 just killed them. This is actually a very fast one. Okay, so this will be the second video. Oh, by the way, we can take a look at how the Rezo, you can take a look here. The Victor is actually R0, the Yujing here is only R3. Alright, you don't even need the R6 to apply the warm welcome instantly. That will only applies in beat bout, because beat bout here you need all the speed is fixed, right? But this is point wall, so you can actually fit your own equipment. You make the Yujing the fastest, then that will be all good. Then Abigail is R6, Mental Ollie is R1, and Lu Xiang here is R4. Okay, now we can take a look here how it actually goes. Eugene instantly take the turn, give Victor have the turn, doing AoE damage. Now, keep note, this Victor here now is already in the state of life order. Okay, he only have invincibility for the one turn because it's not R1, so you after this damage here, it will already take the turn. He will no longer have the damage resist buff. Alright, then after that, Abigail instantly push Victor, give him the buff and also absorb, makes Victor able to do damage and also absorb a lot HP. Not to mention the shield here is also very good to make him alive. Another push, makes Victor takes another turn. Even though in co-op is fine, it's totally fine. Just wait for his turn. Alright, we are stalling here. Alright, another turn, another damage. More shields. Okay, now Victor takes the absorb damage and turns into death order and one-shot them. Alright, so what happened here is now, this state here, right, you can notice that he have all the defensive buff, which is absorb, shield, and also defend up. And then the crit damage up and the attack up buff is actually provided by Abigail. So every time he's damaged, he's actually doing a decent amount of heal instead of low damage of heal, right? Because now you have attack up and crit damage up, but the heal is not enough to make him to 100% HP. That's the reason why he can't trigger the AoE damage yet. Then now you'll just keep stalling, but with Abigail's shield, with Meta Ollie revive to keep proccing, right? Not enough damage to go until 100% yet, but now he's going to 100% but got co-web by Tyrael. And then even though they die, they will still trigger Meta Ollie revive. You notice there's a lot of revive ongoing at the moment. Okay, now you will notice that down Victor is back and now is actually still at life order because he did not manage to reach 100% HP. Now we have Abigail here to give another S3, and then with all the defend up, absorb, and the shield, attack up, crit damage up here. Once you do damage and then you heal enough, you need one more punch to actually heal enough. Okay, another punch is heal enough now, you reach 100% HP, you instantly get a bonus turn, do AoE damage, and then cast into death order and do massive amount of damage. Okay, so this is another one combination for it. And also, but because he goes into the life order, and in life order means in every time your Esper here have someone revive, then he will also get bonus attack as well. So you see in life order here, right? Now everyone getting stoned. Then the moment that Eugene here starting to die, and you will see he actually proc attribute up. Alright, this slap here, Eugene actually died. And then you will see there's an attribute up here for Victor. So Victor actually stacking up the attack bar from life order, which is maximum capped to 100%, and Meta Ollie here keep reviving Yujing and Lu Shang. Then they will keep on rotating the revive and make Victor a lot more higher damage. And then once he go back into death order with the S3 AoE damage, it will just one shot the team comp. As you can see here, the AoE damage here just do almost 500k damage. And now this showcase will be the final showcase. We can take a look at the enemy here. He's actually using level 70 Zihe, level 70 Sig with R6, level 70 Suicai with R6, and level 60 Lian R6 and level 60 Lu Shang. This is the enemy team comp, but this time we are not going to use the Yujing Lu Shang combination. We're going to use something different a little bit. We can actually take a look here. He's using Victor, he's using Jiang Jiuli, he's using Lu Shang, Zihe, and Maria. So they changed a little bit of different team comp. Now we can take a look how the battle goes as well. Maria will provide passive heal, which is also a very good thing for Victor to slowly heal back up to 100% HP and instantly trigger his death order and life order rotation. Alright, so now Victor dies again, goes into life order, and Maria slowly heal him up, and once he reaches 100%, he will do another rotation of life order and death order again. Alright, almost 100%. 100% now goes into death order, do another AoE damage, and then trigger Suicai counterattack. But it's okay, once he die, he go into life order. Maria slowly heal him back up, and then do another AoE damage. So this is also a very good rotation team comp as well. And not to mention, Zihe here can also slowly provide passive heal. Jiangqiuli can provide a little bit of damage because of the demon mode. And Lu Shang here providing most of the damage, which is actually not most of the damage, most of the buff because of the accentuated buff. You will see the combination between Maria and Victor is actually pretty good, because every time when he dies, he goes in life order, Maria will slowly heal him back up. And the moment he reaches to 100%, goes into death order and do AoE damage. So we can get benefit between the rotation within life and death, and then keep on getting the buff of the passive, and then also getting the buff from accentuated buff as well, which is provided by Lu Shang. That's why he can actually do that much damage. See, 100% AoE damage, and then S3 now is 200k, right? And then he rotate one more time, then it does 400k. Okay, heal back up, and then death order, AoE damage, 400k. Right, so I hope this video actually enlightened players who actually went for Victor, but like I only posted the Victor that's at high reso performance. So I hope this video actually enlightened those players that have low reso Victor and wanted to make him work. Then probably this kind of team comp can actually make you enlighten and try out with Victor as well. So because you know, in my account, I did not get Victor. It's very hard for me to test him. So for those who are actually curious like how the build looks like, because this is in point war, it's not beat bout, so you have your own equipment. This Victor is a R0 D1 Victor without any reso at all. It's a fully skill up, and then it's going for Thunder and Fairy, focus on 100% crit rate, high crit damage and attack, then decent amount of speed. Then the next one is going to have Abigail. So Abigail is R6, but you don't need the R6 because the CD reset here doesn't matter for Victor, because Victor S3 doesn't matter for the reset. And then it's D2 with a decent amount of legendary ability mon. And then the gear we're going for is actually Ocean Wave and HP. Mainly for HP here is because you want to be tankier and apply a thicker amount of shield, and then Ocean Wave to rotate the S3 faster, because this is one of S3 and S2 is a core thing to maintain your team alive, and then a decent amount of speed. Then the next one is actually Lu Shang, so decent amount of speed, Ocean Wave, and also shield to actually tank down. So Ocean Wave, I think Ocean Wave can actually switch to Frost Set as well, but Ocean Wave here can rotate your S3 to silence the enemy, don't let them cast so many skills, but nothing too special for Lu Shang. And the next one is Meta Ollie. So Meta Ollie here, you want him to be tankier enough, so 1D1 here is actually good to apply a shield for himself to actually protect himself. And then it's a max skill Meta Ollie, and then you can go, it's going for Frost Set, so you can actually control the enemy team as well, and going for shield set because you can actually block more damage taken from the enemy. And then the last one here is Yijing. So Yijing here is the fastest among everyone, is a plus 216, because this is not R6. R6 you can apply the warm welcome instantly, but without R6 you need your Yijing to be the fastest and instantly apply the warm welcome when she takes a turn, and also spam the S3 so she can actually just give Victor the bonus turn instantly and trigger more accentuated buff. So for Yijing here, my minimum requirement I would say is actually R0 and D3, because you need a Divinate here to trigger the Lu Shang's accentuated buff faster, so you want to be fast. So basically everything here just slot in for speed. This is the team that he's actually using for the most common revive team, right? And it's actually low reso and is actually doing very good. Then another setup that we can see from the third showcase here is actually the Jiangqiuli one. We have Jiangqiuli, Maria R3, but you can actually go for lower reso as well. So her R1 and also Lu Shang. And then we can take a look here. In terms of equipment wise, Jiangqiuli here is going for Thunder and Fairy. It's not even skill up. You are using Jiangqiuli here is just for damage sharing and also do a little bit of DPS and also able to stun the enemy with the Divinate here. But mainly it's just to damage share with your team, so your overall team can actually survive longer. So Maria here is the main healer, like we can see from the showcase. You want Maria to heal faster to make Victor goes back to 100% HP and instantly rotate between the life order and death order. So Maria here, you want to be as high HP as possible while going for heal set, so you can actually proc more heals. Alright, it's a D3 and R3. But based on what he say, he can say R0 is actually doable, just that you need the Divinate to actually proc the heal. And Zihe here is a non-skill up Zihe Harmony set, because every time Zihe spam the S3 is a bonus damage for the whole team, so Victor can actually benefit from the extra damage as well. And mainly focus on the HP, so you can actually heal more and also tank more damage for the team. It's a R1, D2 Zihe. But yeah, so very grateful for all players to actually willing to share the showcase or like how they actually build the Victor even at low reso as well. It's actually very surprising that we can actually see Lu Shang, like Yu Jing, Abigail in action as well. So yeah, alright, feel free to comment down what you guys think about it, and see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Special thanks for the direct support on the YouTube membership. So for the benefactor of Artiar, which is Trencan, thank you so much for your support. And for the supporter or patron of Artiar, which is Louis Schneider, Agni, Wang Tamer, Ziggy, Kamaruki, Sunwaltz, Rimu, Chani, Antonio Winterspoon, First Law, D&D, thank you so much for your support. And special thanks to the Super Thanks MVP, HMZ Riggs, thank you so much for your support. Special thanks for the direct support on the live stream super chat for the latest 10. Thank you so much for Code Wardeners, Calamity, Agni, Love Fatima, Fatima Little Underwear, Bloods, Riku Fred, Chani. Thank you so much for your support.